Hello and welcome to the Instaronpa Podcast. My name is Apollo.
And my name is Nicky, and we're the only two people here. There is no third person. It's just
There
us
isn't.
two talking. No, you
Yeah,
shut
it's
up.
just the two of us
Candlestick.
talking here.
Yeah. It's
There
just the
isn't-
two of us talking after a month of being gone. There is no guest.
A month? More like a moth.
Anyways, that signals the arrival of our actual guest. Let me get the door here for you. Hey, look, it's Bing.
Holy
it's
shit,
Bing.
guys! Hi.
Yeah, it's Danganmon head ass here. I said I wouldn't swear within the first 3 minutes of the recording.
It's okay. I
and
literally
I've done
just swore.
it. We're not getting monetized anyway because this is. Oh well, we'll make it
Can't
work.
fulfill my evil capitalist dreams. Anyways,
Tusk tusk. Anyways, Bing, tell us a little bit about your Rompa, and then we'll kind of get more into the whole thick of things. You know.
into the thick of it, if you will.
No.
All right. So hi, my name is Bing or Lumi Bing Danganmon, and I run a Ronpa, an Instaronpa. That's why I'm on here.
Dude, that's a coinky dink right there.
It's such a quirky thing right there. It's a two-parter series. It's called Danganmon. It might qualify as a franchise now. Who knows? Anyways, so it's about these people, but they look like Pokemon. They're Pokemon Gajinkas, if you will. And they get thrown in a killing game because this is where the Ronpa part comes in. And the most recent addition to the franchise was Danganmon the Extended Epilogues, which is not really the same thing, but it's about a group of kids who are also people who look like Pokemon. And then a bunch of wacky shenanigans happen.
Woo.
Woo indeed. Thank you.
Can't wait to see what wacky shenanigans happen.
I'm sure nothing
especially
bad happens.
the death of characters.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad happens at all.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I really want to just take like crack theories and just say like, oh, Axton will die. And then I feel like if I say that, it would be like Apollo the god and not the person who's sitting here recording this, giving me premonitions of the actual truth, and then it would just come back to hurt me later.
If you actually make any correct predictions, I'll probably tell you once the recording's done, so I can be like, you said something correct here. I'm not telling you what. Anyways,
Okay.
so those questions. Wait, what do we do the questions now?
Before we do questions, we have a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN is a VPN service, which stands for Virtual Private Network. This episode is not sponsored and will never be sponsored by NordVPN. I just am very sad.
I'm not going to elaborate on that statement. Anyways.
Huh? Elaborate, please.
No.
Okay. Okay. No NordVPN sponsorship. This is our second follow-up episode, with the previous follow-up episode being with Spade of Rompa and Friends. So this is quite an achievement, one could say.
So true.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to point that out because I like pointing that out. Like, God damn it, Apollo.
I'm really sorry. I don't mean to do it. My microphone just sucks.
I understand, and I love you, like as a brother, but also, oh my fucking god.
If you just hear me
that's
zip
definitely
in
a
and
brotherly
out,
relationship. I'm being genuine when I say that.
Yep.
if I just zip in and out of stuff, then that's just my mic acting up, and I can't do a shit about that.
Whoops.
Friendly
Anyways, do you want to get to the questions since we have quite a few?
The questions.
Let's get to the questions. I'll ask the first one since Apollo had the grace of doing our intro.
Yahoo!
This one is from Anonymous. They did not provide an account whenever they left the question in the question box. But they ask, what are your thoughts on the Lego movie?
Oh,
So fucking mad. I know exactly the content. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My answer to that question, it's none of your business.
Lord business?
You know what? I'm not gonna elaborate on that statement.
What is your opinion on Chris Pratt Lego?
I can't do this, guy.
I need to know.
That's watching this, and if you are, I just want to say, I think you're really cool, but what the fuck, man?
You can DM them now. There's nothing wrong with that. Just let them know that you're thinking of them. Anyways, that's been the first question. And what an amazing answer it was. What an amazing first question to come back to after a month of break. Apollo, would you like to take the next question then?
all right. Oh, okay. I just hope my mic does not cut out in the middle of this. Anyways, what character was the most satisfying in arcs or fun to write from expert jugler?
So from the original Danganmon, Apollo was probably my favorite. It was a concept I really wanted to try for a while, since it's nothing I've really done before, and it wasn't anything I've actually seen before. And sorry, I just froze up for a minute there. I got a really
You're
concerning
fine.
DM response from that Lego movie person. Anyways, Apollo would probably be my favorite because, like I said, it just something I want to try before. Something I can speak words. As for the extended epilogues, I don't think I can answer that question just yet because it would likely. But there is someone. No, there's like. No, it's like it's like a good chunk of the cast actually. I'm not going to elaborate on that statement.
I want to ask something, and I want you to. I'm not going to. I'm gonna ask the question, and then I'm going to not elaborate. And I want you to see. I want to see if we're like on the same wavelength. Is one of these characters described as sus?
Absolutely.
Okay, I know exactly who the fuck it is. I know exactly who one of these characters is. We're good. We're good. Anyways, if that answers that second question, then I'll move on to the third. We'll be blowing through these babies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Third question is from Muppet Chan. They ask, favorite mobile game? Don't speak it, don't say it. Don't speak it, don't say it.
I can't do it.
Okay. Actually,
Okay.
in all seriousness, I'm gonna stand on my gay little soapbox here for a moment.
Raid Shadow Legends.
No, Raid Shadow Legends is an era long gone. Now, every time I try and watch a video on my phone, which doesn't have an ad blocker, it's AFK Arena ads, and they're like trying to get me to use these codes that get me like 30 free pulls or something, and like too many
it's the
things.
same thing with me, but like Animal Restaurant. It's use AR999 to gain 500 COD at the start or something. I can remember almost word for word, verbatim. Anyways, if you want it, I have an actual answer to it, but I have a feeling it's gonna immediately get me shunned. It's Genshin Impact.
Yes, go!
But if I had to pick another one, it'd also be Cookie Run.
I forget that Genshin is a phone game.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you want an actual one that's strictly mobile, I think it'd be Cookie Run. I don't play a lot of mobile games because I generally don't have the time to.
Yeah.
Is my TV too loud? God damn.
What the fuck are you watching like Family Feud or some shit? Steve
No.
Harvey in the background being like, I'm Steve Harvey, I got a big mustache, you know?
No, I'm watching like the fucking.
Instaronpa Podcast, but it's a Family Feud team.
Dude, we would
watching
clean
fucking-
up at Family Feud. Honest to God.
I was watching.
Don't you only need like 5 people for a Family Feud team?
I think so.
Dude, we could convince Steve Harvey that we're all family. We could convince him that me, Apollo, Gregg, Jaco,
Oh my God.
and Nana are related in one way or the other. Be like, yeah, Steve Harvey, we're all family here, and then we would proceed to sweep it. We would proceed to be Family Feud champions.
Completely unrelated to Family Feud, but I'm talking to the person who supposedly asked the Lego Movie question. They say they didn't, which raises the question of who asked me about the Lego Movie.
Me and Apollo know.
Yeah.
Do you want to know who it is?
Yeah, I kind of do, actually.
Okay.
Cut this out.
Ask who it was, and then I'll probably tell you.
Who was the person who asked me the Lego Movie question?
No, I mean, like, say who you think it is.
Oh, I think it was Nori.
No, God, no. So
No.
far from the truth.
Who was it? Who was it
I'm
then?
not telling. You have to guess it.
Okay, so I actually have some lore with the Lego Movie, and that means there's multiple people who potentially know about this lore. The one person who could have is Nori, because we've talked at length about the Lego Movie. I'm not going to elaborate on that, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So it's someone who knows about the ordeal, which means I have a pool of people who I could think of. There is. Oh, now I think about it, is it Sid?
No.
No.
Hmm.
It's like fucking playing detective, but over something that really doesn't matter.
No, this absolutely does matter because someone has been keeping up with the Lego Movie lore in the AU we created, and if it's not Nori and it's not me, then someone knows more than they're supposed to.
Someone knows more than they're letting on. Maybe that's a hint. Maybe I just provided you with a clue right there. We're taking a break from questions to kind of chase this rabbit of the great Lego Movie Escapade.
Could it be Bonk?
No, it's not Bonk.
Do I get? So I'm gonna assume that Apollo probably was it one of you two?
No, I never ask questions on the thing, and also I don't even know about the Lego Movie drama that you have.
All right, Apollo.
What?
Did you ask the Lego Movie question?
No, it wasn't me.
I can vouch and say that it wasn't them. They probably seem sussy among us. But swear to God, it's not them. They're just really bad at not seeming like they're suspicious.
Thanks.
Do I get any sort of hint on this? Are they in the IRS?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in the... Alright, so that kind of limits my pool down even more. Let me just, They just said... The person in question said that someone among us was sus. There's an imposter among us. Oh, that wasn't funny. Anyways.
It never is.
Let's see here. If it's not Bond... Could it have been Azzy?
Da, 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 da.
Gotcha, bitch! Oh, right! Azzy does know about that because me and Nori recited a whole scene about it.
Jesus Christ, I am very scared for your mental well-being.
Listen. It's definitely not the most concerning thing the two of us have ever done. Anyways, next question.
Okay. Apollo, it's you.
Oh, okay. The next question is not technically a question. It's just like the Moana quiz that's just been going on for a while.
You need to say it.
I know. It says, but do you know where you're at and who you are?
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you very much, Bree.
I didn't come here to get personally attacked like this.
Yeah. Do you want to take the next actual question, or do you want me to take it? Because
You can
this
take it.
question comes to us courtesy of the amazing and ever so popular Tofu of Penguin Rampa. They ever so politely ask, what are the top 5 reasons why Choodle is such a cool, epic, and awesome Pokemon?
Number 1. There is no reasons. I fucking hate Choodle. It's my second least favorite Pokemon.
I'm afraid that is not 5 reasons.
Okay, fine. Number 1. Every time I run around in a little marsh area on the island of Armor, they keep running into me. Number 2. They have this really weird neck to head thing, and it's very weird looking, and I don't like it. Number 3. The sprite on the Mudamade bot, the Pokemon Gamble thing.
Muday,
whatever it's called. Listen. Muday, whatever it's called. The sprite looks really weird. It feels discolored, and I don't like it. Number 4. Hold on, I gotta Google something real quick.
I can't believe you're missing the one obvious joke here. At least it's obvious in my eyes.
Well, I'm sorry for not being smart, okay?
It's fine.
Number 4, Dreadnought is actually so much cooler. And it's the shiny just looks like it's oversaturated and very bright for its own good. Number 5, Choodle is cringe.
Thank you.
Okay, now I actually want to look at what Choodle's thing looks like.
I'm surprised you didn't say that Choodle is cool because it's a water type. Ha ha ha. Water is normally cold.
You should leave the joke making to me, Nicky.
No, I should leave the Danganmon writing to you and absolutely nothing else.
I hate Choodle so much. Second least favorite Pokemon.
I think shiny Choodle is way better than actual Choodle because I can call it Bowser Jr. because shiny Dreadnought looks like Bowser.
Yeah.
Just Bowser.
Bowser Jr.
God, I love the way the Smash Ultimate announcer says Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. Like, he takes such a long fucking pause, and I love it.
Next meme. Next question.
Next meme. Anyways, Apollo.
Yes.
The next question. It's you.
All right. When did moths become your thing from Curlimus?
Okay, so this one actually is a bit of a history. Well, not really though. Before moths, I was think of how I react with moths, except make it about the entirety of space. That was what I was really into before moths. I don't remember when exactly I started really liking moths, but I remember I had sort of a dry spell where nothing was really that where I didn't really feel very strongly about anything. And I don't know what set me off for moths, but then one day it just happened and I never stopped thinking about them since, and now I'm just kind of known as the Moth Kid. Because I know very many moth information.
What's the best moth?
That's a really good question there. The best moth. I don't think I could pick a best moth. Frost moth.
That's a cop-out answer, but it's one I'll accept.
I don't think I could pick a best moth because there's a lot of really good moths that I have positive relationships with.
What's a moth you have a negative relationship with?
None of them.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
What? What did you want me to say? Did you want me to say Volcarona?
Not explicitly I wanted you to. It was more I was hoping you would in order to make Apollo sad-ish.
Hey, listen, Contra already has a negative feeling towards Volcarona. That's already enough.
Listen, I like I'm sure you know I like Volcarona by now. Funny guy, very funny guy.
He has a mask and depression now.
So true, bestie.
I'm okay. Thanks for listening to this episode. We're
Okay,
cutting
is
it
that
a bit short. I have to go do what's called a crane kick on Lumi's stomach for saying those words.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's become a habit. I can't stop it.
You can stop it. You just choose not to. That sounded really ominous and mean, and I feel bad.
moving on?
Moving on.
Next is yours, alright?
Oh shit, that's right. This one is from Bella Diamond Style 2, and they ask inspirations for the characters you made this time around.
Oh, okay. Let me just pull up the cast real quick. Who
Yeah,
can
you
I
have
say
the
that
gay
isn't
one, the other gay one, the fruity one.
Shut up. So, from the get-go, the one that has a bit of history was actually Victor. Or Victor, whatever you want to call him.
Victor.
He doesn't have an actual character inspiration, but when I was into killing game role plays, there's a specific person who I like role played with, and they had an OC who was a bounty hunter. But he was Irish and ginger, and he looked kind of like Victor, but also not really at all. And I think subconsciously, when I was making Victor, I was thinking about him because I really liked the character. And I don't know who actually owns the character, because we're not in contact anymore. And for all I know, he probably could have left the fandom. But if you're still out there come talk to me. I miss you. Anyways, from the top of my head, I can't really think of anyone that like isn't a real person and wouldn't be a massive spoiler.
Oh my god, my leg fell asleep. Anyways, continue.
Wake up.
Oh my god.
Wake up. Wake up.
I'm slapping it, okay?
Wake up. Wake up. It's the first of the month. It's actually the 6th of the month. It will not be the 6th of the month whenever people are hearing this, though. That'll be 48 hours from now.
Let's go.
Let's go. Pull up. Dude, the baby.
Done, Nicky?
Nicky?
I have slammed my head into my desk for comedic effect, but it has intrinsically hurt me.
Alright. So, no, I don't really have anything else to add on the character inspirations. I might just be blanking right now, but...
You're not even going to address the one that you've already addressed publicly?
Who? Cogsworth?
No, not Pogsworth. The other one.
The other.
Oh, Bo?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I just said they were a co-creation. I never said that they were,
Fair.
That was probably really cryptic. Anyways,
let's move on.
Okay. What the fuck is going on the TV? Anyways, I'm gonna.
Why are you focusing on the TV, Apollo?
No, I just look up and the animation was going like fucking somebody's boat was flying. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that.
James Baxter moment.
Oh, this is a mouthful. Okay, anyways. Are all the victims and killers who died in Danganmon here in the extended epilogue but different and look small heir to Maya, Maria, Lily, and Rostella in a way from the same person, Bella Diamond Style too? Okay.
I can't say that without getting into spoiler territory.
That is very valid.
Cool.
I'm
Let's
just
move
gonna
on to the
say
next
I'm
question.
getting onto a part in the script where someone else is introduced, and the only hint is that they have some kind of non-familial relation to someone else, and that's already been introduced. Lips
Very
sealed.
cryptic.
Let's go. Next.
Anyways, from Wiko.pedia. Hi, Wiko. You're French.
You hate the French.
Yeah. Tisk tisk. He asks, so what inspired you to make an extended epilogue?
That's a really good question. For a while, I did plan on making an actual sequel for the series. And it would have had a very, 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 very different plot. Like it would have not only would it have been an actual killing game, but there's a completely different plot twist, I should in quotations, because it was never really finalized. And I decided to scrap it because at that point I was like, okay, I physically cannot do this again, not for a while. So I just tossed it aside and just let it sit for a minute. Then I was like, actually, there's still so many questions that people probably have, and I want to answer them. Either that, or I was like, I'm not satisfied with this ending. I'm going to do something else. So that's when the extended epilogue came around. I have been planning this for literal months. Some of the oldest stuff about it dates back to June of last year. So,
Holy shit.
Holy wowzers.
yeah. So I've been planning and working on this for a very, very, very long time. So 1 year of the anniversary planning. Woo! And I'm very happy with how it came out. And I think that before I even started planning, this is going to sound really weird, but I guess I had my own premonition. Yesterday, one of my friends discovered something that was technically a spoiler for the extended epilogues, but it was made before planning even started. So,
How did that happen?
listen, I have no idea.
Not fair.
All right. So, hey, stuff happened.
That's
Oh god, my neck. Okay.
Next meme.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Did you ever have an idea for different survivors?
For Danganmon, actually no. It was always the three that survived. And I mean, technically there could have been an alternate survival thing, which I've talked about before, but no one ever seems to remember when I talk about it.
Is it
Interesting.
the big Cyrus moment
Yes,
decision?
that was the
Have you
moment.
ever publicly said explicitly what would have changed?
I've said it like 20 times and no one ever seems to remember it because
Then
sometimes
say it here verbally, and then people will hopefully remember.
Okay, God, all right. If you had accepted Cirillo's offer, Cyrus immediately would have fallen into despair and effectively just like stand there for the rest of the trial. He doesn't do anything interesting. The entire time, Cirillo would have gone absolutely ape shit
Oh.
and lose his mind. The protagonist switch would have been to Juno, and pretty much everything that happened with Cyrus would have happened almost the same, but with Juno, and it would have been a bit less personal than it was. Yes, that would have happened. Give me a minute. Instead of Juno activating the school destruction, it would have been Sylvia who did it via a mystery button. And through that, pretty much everything would have almost been the same. Wimasier would never have come back. So no Wimasier.
Whoa.
And no more Wimasier, guys.
Woo.
Then Sylvia would have died for real. She never would have come back, or quote unquote come back, I should say. Cyrus would have died in there instead of just Sylvia probably would have axed him trying to axe Cirillo because Cirillo was, again, he would have gone absolutely apeshit. Cirillo would have died, Cyrus would have died, Sylvia would have died, Juno would have lived along with Apollo and Kami. And how much would have changed from there is it's just kind of lip sealed.
Fair. I like how you made the note of had Juno been in that debate scrum situation where he took Cyrus, it would be less personable. I find that very funny, seeing as it was me talking to myself for two of those.
Two of them.
Oh, God, that was the stupid. I want to. I don't think I ever like actually talked about how I recorded that, so I want to do that real fast if that's okay. I say that
Lord.
like I'm the guest here.
Fucking. What do you? What's the thing that you always say? Lengthen or I don't know. Fuck.
What?
It's just like pad out the runtime or something.
Yeah, pat out the runtime. I'm gonna talk to do that real fast, and also because I don't think I've ever told anybody what happened aside from like Lumi. But basically, what it was I had like maybe an hour before everybody else came back home, and I would be unable to record. And I wanted to kind of just get it done and over with because I like getting things done as quickly as possible. And so it was like literally as soon as I got out of class for the day, I turned on Audacity on my shitty laptop that did not have it had like a built-in mic and that's it. And I sat there and I pulled up Lumi's script and I said the lines and I just sent them the files and I was like, this better be good enough. And she was like, yep, that's fine. And I was like, yeah, all right, cool. And then it's very uninteresting because there weren't a lot of outtakes because I kind of just deleted them because I was like, my voice is bad. I don't like listening to it. And then I chose to edit the podcast. Well, but regardless, I just think that it was weird to me or funny to me that Cyrillo had the one line and you had initially come to me asking if I could do Cyrillo, and then there was one. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I'll also do Cyrus. And then Cyrus had like 20, and I was like, what?
It was very I didn't really tell people about my voice acting process, other than I specifically looked for people I knew I could trust.
Yeah.
And it was very hard to find voice acting for the guys. I could easily get Kami, Sylvia. Those were the only two girls that were there. First of all, Kami was easy because I wonder why Kami was so easy. I literally recorded her lines in my closet in like 1 or 2 takes. It was either going to be her, or Juno, or Sylvia. I asked Ari who I'd fit best, and she said Kami. And I was like, okay, let me just do my voice because I don't really show that much emotion, and I didn't really need to. Sylvia's voice actor kind of just walked up to me like, hey, I heard you're looking for voice actors. Can I do Sylvia? Absolutely nailed it. And then they got it. Cyrus and Cirillo, because that was you.
Yeah.
Apollo was the bitch to find. So
It's ironic to me how Apollo ended up being voiced by Apollo, but not like this Apollo. There's another Apollo.
yeah, that was very funny to me, but I was so like grateful for them because I could not find another Apollo voice.
Hey, Apollo, but not the Apollo here recording with us. Well, not anymore because they just.
You're a lifesaver.
Yeah. Apollo of
and
Instaronpa
Juno's voice actor had
to me.
As for Juno's VA, similar to the Sylvia one, they kind of walked us from like, hey, can I voice actor? Yeah, sure. Let me see what you got. Again, absolutely nailed it. And yeah, that might be everyone.
I think that's it.
That's the voice acting tales.
No, that's not all the voice acting tales. Okay, this came so far after the Scrum debate was posted. And I think I DM'd you about this while I was like on a break from social media for a while, Bing.
Yes.
But okay, I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna try and be as like I can't be as vague as possible. But basically, if the person who DM'd me is listening to this, I am not trying to put you down. I just think that the entire situation was very funny. But basically, I was just chilling, like playing games and all that one night, and I get an Instagram DM, and it's like, "Hey, are you the voice actor for Cyrus and Cyrillo in the Danganmon thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me. What can I do you for?" And they were like, "Oh my god, I need to find the text real fast because it was so fucking weird."
If it's the person I think of, I'm pretty sure they actually DM'd Sylvia's VA too. And again, if you're watching this, I really want to get like putting down, but it was a bit of a situation because I was just kind of like, where are you coming from?
There it is. Okay. Basically, I said, I was like, hey, what can I do you for? Like, what's up? What's poppin'? And they said, I was working on part 3, but I'll see what I can do. I was like, there is no context for this. You have just DM'd me out of nowhere. What is part 3? What are you seeing you can do? And so I was like, part 3 of what? What are you talking about? And they said, they hit me with a line I was not emotionally prepared to receive. It hit me with the JFK, a Roblox crossover film. And I think I sat there for a solid 5 minutes just trying to come up with some sort of response to that because I was blown away. I was so not expecting that, and I was like, this is the funniest shit ever. And I was like, I assume from your initial message, you're interested in me taking a role in it, or am I just kind of off the mark? And
Are
they just
you
said,
JFK?
I was wondering. I was like, just wondering if I would be interested. They said, in case I need you, okay? And I was like, I see. And then that was it, and they've never contacted me again. And I just hope that the JFK Part 3 turned out well, even if I was not a part of it. I think I tried finding it, and I couldn't find anything, like, anywhere. And so I don't know what it is. All I know is I just got that DM, and I was on a social media break, and so I texted Bing on Discord because I still had it installed, and I was like, what in the hell is this? And you were just like, I don't fucking know, dog. Oh, but yeah, that was the voice acting story after the voice acting actually happened. So I'm sorry for that taking up so much time, but
It was well spent time.
oh yeah, that's gonna be a story that I will always like to share because I think it is so funny and so ridiculous. Oh my god. Anyways, we need to move on.
All
You
right.
asked the question, right, Apollo?
Huh?
You asked the last question?
Yes.
Okay. Then I get to talk even more now. Woo! From Svogielet Chicolat, I probably butchered that, and I am so sorry. They ask, what are some of your favorite ships from Danganmon?
Oh man, the unholy question. Let's see here.
But
I'm not too sure how to answer this because at the time of recording this, there aren't a lot of ships I really think about in Danganmon. Like, I do kind of, like, I think about it, but not to a degree where I'm like, oh yeah, this is my favorite. Like, it's always just casually liking something.
Yeah.
And I guess in this, for the original Danganmon, of course, it'd be Sam and Faust, obviously. That is one I like a lot. And then also Wimsey and Cirillo, that's actually would be my number one favorite.
Of course.
Duh. And number 3, I don't have a third one. Those are like the only 2 I can think of right now.
Yeah.
There are some that I again casually like, which is actually like a small handful of them. I'm not gonna list them all because I like to be ambiguous like that. And hey, that's just, I like to be ambiguous like that. And those are the 2 I can really think of that I like. But if you ask me about favorite ships, I'm probably just gonna blank on you.
Fair. If I may ask on behalf of a certain someone, what's your opinion on Fry and Kami?
On who?
Fry and Kami?
Oh, Fry and Kami. Yeah, I like them. I think. Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, damn, you hit him with the I think. I just asked on behalf of someone because I'd imagine they're going to be listening to this episode. And I wanted them to know.
Oh yeah, I do like them a lot, and I I think I like them a lot. I don't know. I just have to check in with my opinions.
Of
I do
course.
I kind of wish that I'd made Fry's motives a bit more clear, because while in the end he still was definitely a bad guy because he did attempt murder. I feel like that could have been worked on or elaborated on more. But
Yeah.
hey, I guess some things just aren't meant to be, like a
Like
bug,
Fry being alive.
like Fry being alive.
Yep.
Rip Fry, he was like Rip Fry, he was made in like I just knew he had big death energy.
Oh yeah. Bunch of characters have that. Like, I don't know, Maria, Fliggy, or should I say Friggy?
Maria, Fliggy, Wimisier, Zoro, Roxanne, like those 5 in particular were all like characters I just knew off the bat where and when they would die.
I still cannot forgive you for making me go through it over a fictional character.
And Zoro and Roxanne's plot I actually reused from an old one, and it's probably one of my favorite cases, just in general.
I mean, it was very interesting. It just
It
kind of
was
like,
very well written, but I hate that you were just like, hey, guess what? You can just ask Sylvia for things, and then you get them. Ha ha ha! Like, I don't. I don't want to put you down. You are a very talented person, but at the same time, I want to slap the shit out of you.
It wasn't so much that. Wait, are you talking about the contacts thing?
Yes.
You realize he was a traitor, right? He could have asked Pearl for like, "Hey, I'm gonna go commit a murder. Can you like hook
I
me up,
know,
please?"
but still.
Come on, he was a traitor. He could do that.
He's the imposter from Among Us. I know he can do that, but still.
rest in peace to the characters who have death flags, man.
Listen. Fight all you want. You're not gonna make Zoro come back.
I listened. Okay. The night his execution dropped, I was so fucking sad. I asked you explicitly what his like theme song was, and you said it was "The Wolf" by CMS. I think that's how you say that. I immediately hopped in IRS voice chat and just sat there and listened to it for like 2 hours straight.
I heard.
Like I was going through it.
Now I feel kind of bad.
I think it was like fucking Nicky and Maze that were just in there for like 2 hours just listening to it.
You know, Maze just joined and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No."
I think there's an image that would probably go well, but I don't feel like getting it. It's that one Eminem image where it's like, "You good?" No.
Oh yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Wait, I think I have it in my camera roll somewhere.
All right. What next meme?
Apollo, it's you. It's your turn. It's Apollo's turn.
Thanks.
It's the Kinner. The Kinner.
Okay. The next question says, "How did you feel after finishing the last execution from XX Zeta Gay XX?"
Relieved with the fact I never would have to do that again for like months, because oh my god, executions can be agonizing sometimes. That one especially, because so much was happening and I wanted to get it done so badly, and then I got it done. So that was fun.
Woo
Indeed. To be fair, it's probably in terms of quality, with how the art and editing and stuff is done, it's probably my favorite execution there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's my take on it.
I like it. It's very good. Even if there is a lot of stuff going on, it still ends up with people dying. And I like the touch of Nori coming back in for one last little bit of voice acting. That was a pleasant surprise.
I really considered if I was. Ow! I just hit my thigh. Anyways, hold an Apollo, if you will.
Yeah.
I considered if I wanted to do that because it was kind of on a short notice, but not entirely. Well, no, it was on a short notice. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I was like, Nori, can you help me with something real quick? record this line, and then they did it like the absolute Chad that they are.
Oh yeah.
And it was
Very Chad.
and then it was good. It happened, and people liked it, which is great because they should like it. Nori did a very good job. If you might be listening to this because I asked you about the Lego Movie thing, but you did a very good job, and I'm very happy to have you on the thing.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Nori. You're very talented. Anyways, that's enough of making one hyper-specific person who might not even make it this far, possibly a little bit emotional. Anyways, let's get on to this last question.
A little bit. Anyways,
let's get on to this last question. Hey, holy fuck, I didn't even notice. This is from the other Apollo who was aforementioned. Apollo of Danganmon Lost. Apollo who voiced Apollo, but not this Apollo. I have said Apollo so many times it doesn't even sound like a real word. Anyways.
I'm really considering going by my alternative name at this point.
No. Anyways. He asks, has anyone ever made Bingus jokes based off of your name? And are they even remotely funny?
All right. First of all, yes, a lot of people do. Most without even realizing it, because they come to the server, they don't they drop like a Bingus meme and don't realize the owner also does the Bingus. And number two, it depends on the person. Sometimes people make really funnies. Other times it's just kind of like meh.
Yeah. That rounds out our questions.
I mean, I have like a quick question if anybody wants to hear.
What's poppin'?
Shoot.
Okay, do you have like I know it's like still relatively early because extended epilogue is still in part 1, but do you have plans that you want to do after the extended epilogue is over?
I have a few, but I can't really say if I'm actually going to do them or not, partially because both of which would require a lot of work, but I think after the extended epilogues, I'm going to take a break from major projects like this.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least to some extent, because these things take a lot out of you. And this is going to be my second year in a row working on Danganmon related projects. Oh my god.
Don't think about it.
I absolutely will think about it. It's a lot. And yeah, so the first one is sort of like, it's going to be more in a written format, but it's going to, actually I can't say that, it's going to go into spoilers. First one is related to the spoilers. Second of all, second one I wanted to do an original Danganronpa project. I have most if not all the characters planned, but not really designed yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of planned on doing that, but after some events that kind of happened, I'm kind of reconsidering it because the Danganronpa community is scary. The third one, which is probably least likely to happen, is that I wanted to do a remaster of Danganmon in probably a different format, but I don't think I'm going to do it for multiple reasons. Number one, it probably story-wise, as in like who dies and plot-wise and the whole final twist and whatever, probably would barely change, if at all. Reason number two, reason number two, I'd probably feel the need to redo the extended epilogues, which, again, a lot of work. And number three, as much as I love this project, I love the characters, and I love the community that made it, sometimes, at one point, I'm just going to want to move on from it. Because Danganmon taught me a lot just about, like, art and writing and how to manage a fan base, kind of.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And I guess at that point, there will just be bigger fish to deal with. And I guess I just kind of had to accept that Danganmon's not going to be forever. It may last a long time, who knows? But it's not going to be my magnum opus. Maybe it will be. I just hope I don't lose my mind. But hey, That's enough sentimentality.
I mean, you've impacted a lot of people in this community, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of scary to think. It's weird and scary to think about. I had to like step back another day and realize that a lot of stuff in this community would not have happened if I just didn't decide to make Danganmon, or I decided to like end it early or something. And oh my god, so much stuff wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have met many people who I'd call my very good friends. And a lot of Ronpas probably wouldn't have started. And who knows, maybe the community could have been very different. Like, very different.
Yeah.
And just, wow. You have to look back and be like, hey, I made this.
Wow, that was a very sentimental note.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I think my headphone's been on my ear for the longest time, and I just forgot to take it off, and I disconnected from my laptop, which is why my voice is like right in front of you. But oh, sweet Bingus.
Sweet Bingus indeed. Yeah, is there anything else you need me for?
Do you want to just kind of say anything in specific, or?
I don't have much else to say other than I'm sorry if my posts are really inconsistent. I've kind of just been dedicating time to talking to other people and socializing because that was one of the many things I neglected while working on the original Danganmon, and it caused a bit. Here's a tip: when you're working on something, don't alienate yourself from your friends because you're gonna feel really isolated and it's gonna hurt a lot in the long run. But I'm getting better at it now. Yay!
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I've just been a bit more spotty with it. And also, for many reasons, some of which involve the Lego movie. I'm trying to catch up on CGs because I just made one today, and although there is definitely some space in between this one and the next one, it's getting a little too close to my liking, so I'm just kind of going real fast, trying not to neglect the aforementioned. Hey,
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's my take on the whole thing. If you made it this far, congratulations.
There's if you made it this far, there will actually be an Imgur link to a gold medal down in the description. It's yours. Congrats.
Congratulations, you just reinvented NFTs.
They're not having to pay for it.
Well, they're paying for it with their time.
Is time equivalent to any sort of currency?
Yes.
What currency? What's the exchange rate?
Well, you know how you get paid per hour? Couldn't that be considered payment? Or at least some form of trade? Because in the end, when you buy stuff, you're just trading.
But okay, but let's pose this. If you're getting paid for an hour of work, you are having to do an hour of work. You do not have to work in order to sit and listen to three fuckheads who have no idea what they're doing talk.
Well, it is work because you have to bear through all three of us.
Yeah, you have to bear through the absolute torment that we impose upon
Yeah,
your
that's
mortal
that, and
coil.
then that's what you're paying with. You're paying with your sanity.
Yeah. In which case, I'm sorry.
I'm
Oh,
not.
dude, I'm slowly losing my mind. Oh my god.
I am
Your mind has
absolutely.
been gone ever since you first fell down a flight of stairs. Anyways, that is the end of our 21st episode. As always, thank you for listening. I have been Nicky. This has been Apollo as well. I'm going to speak on their behalf now.
What you know about Rome down in the
After this episode, there will be an open seat on the podcast. So if you want to try out, just DM me on Instagram at I'm not giving you my goddamn social media. even though it's already right there. Anyways, thank you, Bing, for coming on for a second time now. This has been an amazing experience to have you on again.
It sure has.
Yeah. Make sure to go follow and read Danganmon and Danganmon Extended Epilogues
Please
if you
like
have
and
not already.
subscribe.
Yes, they will be linked in the description. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel as well. That's right, I'm doing the shilling thing that every YouTuber has to do in order to
Wait, I
survive
have
in
a
this
question.
economy.
Do you guys like jokes? I'm gonna tell you a joke. What do you call a werewolf YouTuber? A like and
furry.
subscribe.
I hate you. 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 Anyways, thank you yet again
I
for
told you
listening.
you'd have your
And
villain up.
I'm so sorry that you have to listen to Bing being a Sans Kinney. Good night.
Shut up!